the mainstream sect, you know what I mean? It is more so kind of on a decline. You know, although you have, you know, certain guys out there now making some noise, you know, like the Kendrick Lamars of the world, the J. Cole's of the world, you know, shouts out to the two of them, you know, doing it big. You know, the whole, you know, Ab Soul, you know, those guys. I mean, I would like to see, you know, things, you know, change as far as how mainstream, you know, music is disseminated. Like I know KRS said this on the track one time. On the radio, we need to hear more local MCs, and you know, I agree with that 100%. I feel like we're not getting enough of that, you know, and you know, as far as hip hop's quality, like you know, if you look, there really are a lot of, you know, diamonds in the rough out there. You know, there's, you know, Astro. Well, his name's Stro now. You know, dropped the A off his name. Big guy. You know, do he used to be on X Factor. You know, kid from Brooklyn, doing it big now. You know, he has bars for days, and you know, Logic is another one. You know, Dizzy Wright, Hobson, those guys. A lot of people may not know them off the bat, but you know, good talent to seek. You know, Luke Christopher, a lot of guys that people, you know, I can name a lot of guys right now people won't know, but you know, there are good hip hop artists out there right now who, you know, bring forth the art and the beauty. You know, not saying that, you know, hip hop is just about lyrics, because you know you need music for different occasions. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna be at a house party, you want to hear Illmatic. At a house party, you want to hear some Fetty. You know what I mean? It's music for different occasions. But I think hip hop is not, you know, on its dying. It's not on its deathbed.
Exactly. Like it's hard for me to say. I
Yeah.
can't say that hip hop is dying when there are actually underground rappers who are doing a thing. So I'm kind of in between, you know, the rise and decline, you know, because right now a lot of mainstream music is just it's overly repetitive on the radio. That's my problem though. It's like, you know, and people they love that so much, and it's like there are other rappers, you know, like you know, like Fetty's he's upcoming too. I have no problem with Fetty. I actually like Fetty.
Yeah, me neither.
Like I go to a party, I don't mind listening to Fetty. I don't mind, you know, like if I'm in a car listening to Fetty, like I don't mind them. I'm just saying. But there are other rappers though who are out there, you know, like that are not mainstream though, who you know they're actually you know sending a word out to hip hop, like they're
Yeah.
actually sending out a message too. You know, you got the Kendrick Lamars and the J Cole's and everything, but there are other rappers though. So I don't want to say hip hop is dying. I say it's slowly on the rise back now, especially after the movie Straight Outta Compton. Now everybody wants to listen to N.W.A. Start listening to Dr.
Express
Dre.
yourself.
Exactly. Everybody now want to
It's a
start
good
listening
song.
to Dr. Dre
Yeah.
and you know and Ice Cube now. So
Mm.
you know, I can't say hip hop is dying. I say it's slowly rising.
Johnny Blaze, what do you think?
It's definitely on the rise, but it's definitely not at its peak. you know.
It's never gonna reach the 90s.
Yeah.
Let's just go with that. It's never
No,
gonna be
yeah.
like it was.
I think now it's just it's not all about like gang banging no more. It's not all about hustling. It's not all about stacking the dollar anymore. Rap has changed, but to like another level to where rappers are accomplishing what they were talking about in the 90s. you know. So as to having the nice whips, having the nice girls, having a lot of money. I mean, definitely social media has played a big role. You know, back then it was just like more of just word of mouth, you know. It's like, oh, have you heard Pac? Have you heard his "How Do You Want It" song? You know, it's like that's how you would know other rappers, but it's definitely on the rise. I mean, now it's just you have to find out who is real and who's not. you know, that's another thing. Easy said it best. You know, like there's a lot of people that are determined real, that live that lifestyle. You know what he's talking about, gang banging, all that stuff. There's studio gangsters. There's you know, and then when you see them, they're not hard. But like now, it's just like it went beyond that. No one talks about that anymore. Like gang stuff. It's just like
Money and
it's
girls.
yeah, it's money, girls, whips, whatever, you know. But I don't know. It's really hard to say. I mean, there's a lot of things. When you bring up a specific topic, it's like it's hard to answer, because it's just like you involve into it, Anything that you hear, you involve into it because of radio play. It's like now it's just like you're not gonna hear Nas too much, Tupac too much, Biggie too much, Jay-Z if he comes out with the new album. I mean,
well, what left can Jay-Z rap about now? He's talked about everything. He talked about how he made it. He talked about the struggle. He talked about his wife. He talked about his kid.
Yeah.
What much can Jay-Z talk about now?
You could make a
my blue ivy, my blue ivy.
Technically, that is the Blue Carter 4, actually.
Oh,
that's why he's
gosh.
named Blue Ivy, because he dropped the Carter 4. He released it.
When?
Blue Ivy.
Blue
Ivy was the Carter 4. Like, hint, hint. Blue Ivy. Blue Ivy 4. Literally, that's what they said, too. So, I don't know. But, you're not going to hear diss tracks like you did back then with Tupac and Biggie. I mean,
that was OD.
We know about the whole Drake and Meek Mill diss track now, but I'm not going to lie. Drake had bars on that back-to-back freestyle, though. It wasn't bad, though. I'm not going to lie. Like, I really didn't know Drake had that in him.
But he had bars, bro, but...
No, I really didn't know Drake had that in him, though, because you're right. Like, I really just saw him as a singer. Like, you know
as
what
a
I mean?
singer, you're getting bodied by a singing guy.
Yes, but still, I really didn't think that was in, like, Drake had that. Johnny knew. Johnny's a Drake fan.
I like
so
Drake.
am I.
I really,
I don't mind.
a lot of people like, oh, Drake ain't this, Drake ain't that, but you know what? He changed the game.
He did.
He could really sing and rap at one track, and I've never heard any rapper that can do that. I mean, he's very talented, very talented. You have to respect people that are talented.
Exactly.
You give them the respect that they do.
Exactly.
And
They're
he
like
earned it.
stars.
He earned it, man. He really earned it. He went back from the Degrassi to Jimmy Brooks on the wheelchair, but he did deserve it, man. I watched him grow since '08. Ever since his Heartbreak mixtape. And I used to tell people, like, hey, man, Drake's going to really be big. And people are like, oh, he's trash. He's not good. And look at now, the people saying he's trash, they're listening to him now, because obviously radio has a big effect. But he definitely deserved it, man. He worked hard. And as for anybody that's trying to succeed in anything, you have to work hard. But remember, success is not an act. Success is a habit. You got to have repetition, man. You work hard at it, you'll get what you deserve. So, and that's what Drake did. And you got to give him respect.
Yep, gotta agree.
Mm-hmm.
So we just got into some sports, some hip hop. Next week we'll be back and everything, bumping the La Penta with me, Terrence, Prophet over there, and Johnny. So,
Yep.
Johnny the Don.
Johnny the Don. So we'll get back into it next week. This is bumping the La Penta.
Stay tuned, y'all.
One love.
WICR.